Hello, everyone. Dr. Ames here. This time I'd like to talk to you about locus of control. This is one of the different categories we use internationally to really understand culture, to compare and contrast them, and so forth. When it comes to all of the items, in particular locus of control, there is no one correct way of looking at things, and that's what locus of control is. It's a way of looking at life and the world and so forth. And we generally have two basic viewpoints on locus of control when we examine the world. Um, when we say we have an external locus of control, then it's about I am controlled, that the things I do and the decisions I make in my life are not really what result in the things that happen to me. In other words, it's out of my hands. Things are out of my control. It's fate or it's destiny of some sort, or it might be just God's will. That's an external locus of control. So, what it attempts to do is to explain your life and your universe in terms of the situation. And we find that this is fairly prevalent around the world. Uh, African cultures, Asian cultures, the Middle East, certainly, and almost all Latino cultures are all more or less have an external locus of control. What's interesting is no matter what ethnicity we are or where we're at in the world, women in all cultures are more likely to feel that they are controlled versus being in control and so forth. So women are generally in all cultures feeling that their locus of control is external. On the other hand, generally in the West, we have people who believe in an internal locus of control. This is, I'm in control of the situation. I'm in control of my life and the things that happen. So the results of my decisions and so forth, my behavior, are a result of hard work, of decisions I've consciously made, of my strivings and ideas and so forth. And so it's not about the situation at all. It's about yourself internally. Your internal disposition is how you explain life, what you did or didn't do to achieve or not achieve, and so forth. In general, we do see this mainly in the West, mostly among Euro Americans. So across much of Europe, we have internal locus control, depending. Certainly here in America, though. What is interesting here is one sort of general theme that runs through those with an internal locus of control is often it becomes, because it's not situational, you tend to blame the victim and not to take into account as much the circumstances or, in other words, the situation. So they are very different ways of looking at the world and the universe, but we shouldn't assume that one is necessarily better than the other. Okay, that's all I want to talk about this time, folks. I'll talk to you again soon.